On June 21st of 2007, a celebration of Marge Fuller's 90th birthday was held in Northern Virginia at the home of Mary and Gary Myers. The following video was shown to that gathering in the limited format of a DVD, but now is made available here online for others to see again, or maybe see for the first time. This is Mary Ruth Fuller Myers, the second oldest of Marge and Ken Fuller's 5 children. My brother John, who created the video, asked me to give a bit of introduction to this updated version. Back in 2007, the collection of visual images on hand related to Marge's life was not well organized, so John went with what he could find in a short amount of lead time. His main interest was to entertain our mom, so this is a tribute geared to her fondness for all things related to her alma mater, and where she met Ken at the University of Illinois. The U of I is a school that has been attended by many of our relatives, some as far back as 1918. A favorite decades-long pastime for Marge was going with Ken to football games at Memorial Stadium in Champaign. Because of this and her lifelong love of music, she was also quite enthusiastic about watching and singing along with gusto to the halftime performances of the Marching Illini Band. So you will hear several background tracks of the band in the video and including the opening fanfare. Marge's eyesight was not the greatest for viewing videos, which is why most of the text screens are read aloud by John. Since it obviously could not be done at the time, some scenes from Marge's 90th birthday party in 2007 have been added at the end of the video. Maybe some of the very young ones appearing in it will especially enjoy this look back.
Put down your popcorn and pay attention.
Band, 10, hut! Are you ready, band? Go!
Good afternoon, football fans. Welcome to Memorial Stadium and Big Ten football as we bring on the pride of the Illini with Director of Bands James Keene, Marching Band Director Gary Smith, and Assistant Director of Bands Peter Griffin. Drum majors are Vicky Parks, Stephanie Adams, Justin Sanchez, and Kerry Johnson. Featured twirler is Michelle Rakoski. Chief Illiniwek is portrayed by Scott Breckenridge. Your announcer is Andy Isbell. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and students, we proudly present the nation's premier college marching band, your University of Illinois Marching Illini.
Gerson Banks marries Hattie Bressler in Kirkland, Illinois, June 28, 1916. In 1917, the country went to war with Germany with Woodrow Wilson as president. The U.S. population was 103 million, and a flu outbreak would kill over 500,000 people in 3 years. A gallon of gas cost 22 cents, and in Kirkland, Illinois, on June 21st, a new Illini fan was born. Hattie passes away on March 23, 1930. Gerson asked Lena Hines to be the girl's new mother.
This happens to be January the 11th, 1940. Gerson and I are sitting here listening to the radio, pulling these records. Hand this thing over to Gerson, let him talk into it and see what he sounds. I think he might have something to say about something.
Well, this is something kind of new for me to talk over one of these. We'll start for home this afternoon. I don't know. Ken didn't give me much of a chance here to get a spiel, you know. I'm pretty strong on making talks and broadcasting. If you'd give me a little more advance notice, I might have given you quite a talk.
Well, God bless you all. That was fun.
Goddamn you, the young man will hear that.
Sure will.
In 1935, Marge and her sisters get ready to go to college, and Marge meets someone there.
This happens to be the 6th of December 1990, and I happen to be here with John Fuller and Kenson Fuller, and we're doing a new process of putting audio on our family films onto video. So we hope this will turn out to be comfortable for everybody. These pictures are taken up in Marjorie's hometown, and that's her father on the right, Gerson Banks, visiting with a local banker, Mr. Alt. And there's Marge, and Ken, myself. This is back just about the time we were getting married. Yeah, and this is Ken Fuller, smarting off. And Doris and Marion. Marion didn't like to be photographed. She's trying to hide.
Marge and Ken are married on March 5th, 1939 in Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah. Now here we are at an Ottawa Street residence, and Kenson was just a few months old, probably 6 or 7 months, and we were sitting there admiring the new addition to the family. Now this is a situation where Kenson you'll see, didn't quite agree to the treatment he was getting. So Marjorie was putting him in a sack type of thing that was plenty warm and with a hood over him. Yeah, made out of wool, hand knit. I think maybe Marjorie knitted that. There I come and sit down to help hold the situation. I notice Kenson's face starts getting red.
Think your dad was down there?
Might have been. Now here's a picture up at Kirkland, Illinois, Marge's hometown. And now in this picture, there's only 4 of us still alive. Kenson, myself, Marjorie, and her sister Marion.
Trying to go left to right. It's Uncle Ed on the left smoking.
Uncle Ed smoking on the left. That's Marion crouching across the front. Her father, Gerson, and her younger sister, Doris Banks, Lena Banks in the middle. Grandpa Banks was holding Kenson, talking to him like a little Democrat. This is a rare shot.
Around 1940, Marge and Ken start a nearly unbroken 30-year run of Christmas photo cards. In putting together this video, the Christmas cards gave me a good timeline to use. For instance, here's the 1943 card.
First birthday. That's when he first found out about frosting on a cake. Look at Marjorie there. She's really interested in the way you're drinking, Kenson.
She'd be 26 years old and you're 30 years old.
Right. I'd be 30 and she'd be 26. Now in this scene, Kenson's being chased by his Aunt Marion. Aunt Marion Banks at the time, just getting ready to go into the waves. This is on Ottawa Street, where we lived in Lincoln. And that's Marion Banks Diefenthaler now. Kenson experimenting with a boat up in our bathtub. Now here we were out at Lincoln Lakes. And I talked Kenson into getting up on the platform and jumping off into the water. Uh-oh. Here comes the new arrival. 1944. The arrival of Mary Ruth Fuller.
Here's that odd 1949 Christmas card.
Oh, now Marjorie's in the act. It's a nice picture of the family. So there's Marjorie. Doesn't she look young? About 30 years old. And we were looking at the scenery in Turkey Run off of the visitor's balcony there. Joanne Fuller hadn't appeared on the scene yet. So, John, you say you were about 3 years old there.
Yeah, 2, maybe.
Now, John was getting thirsty apparently, so he was attempting to get a drink, and we thought we'd get a bird's eye view of the action. John had to figure this thing out because he wants to take a drink while it would quit. I think this is rare.
Working with a good government council in the early 50s to get the crooks out of office gave Ken and Marge more than a few sleepless nights. In the McCarthy days, Marge's belief in government helped inspire some ignorant commentary in the community. As if they didn't have enough to worry about, Kenson tried to run over me with a lawnmower right about this time. In 1957, Marge finally gets her dream home at 3010 Home Avenue, south of Lincoln. Lincoln High School, class of 1960. This article is hard to read on the TV, but it's talking about Marge being the first woman elected to the school board in Lincoln. In 1977, Fuller Seed gets a new office and Marge heads west.
I think another book is a year or two more advanced from Bentley's level. Bring the book back. Where's Daddy? November 26, 1978, Thanksgiving weekend. There, sent. We've been meaning to talk to Joanne about this problem.
Come here.
Disco duck.
Oh, hi there. See me here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Marjorie. Okay, everybody come down to this end. Passing parade. Come on. Keep coming.
Hi, Chris. Hey. Watch out for the ball. Hi.
Oh boy, he's an acrobat.
In our first year of growing Fuller seed corn on the Al Wolf farm. What variety is this, Ken?
68, I think. Yes.
How
68.
many varieties do we have out here?
I think about 7.
How's it doing?
Well, I think it looks great. Looks like 150 to 170 bushels an acre.
How many were you expecting an acre?
Oh, about 140.
So you think it's a pretty good year?
Oh, this is be one year to remember.
Thank you.
All right, now you gonna say something?
Papa. Song and dance.
Yeah, okay. You intervene me, Christopher.
was asleep on the hay.
Another chapter in our lives passes with the closing of Fuller Seed. Where were you 20 years ago today, Marge? This Lincoln Courier article mentions Marge as a recipient of a governor's award for her work with the Oasis Center, Senior Center in Lincoln. Marge supervises a C-check on the number 2 engine of a Boeing 727. As always, John learns from his mother.
Attention to Bob, Doug, Chris, Marion, and John. What will you think of next? Fabulous. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Bye.
We're going to take more than one.
Why's that?
Get you in the picture.
Mm.
Operator.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.